So I'm going to go ahead and start the recording. There we go. So thank you all for being here. At this time, we'd like you to ask you to please mute your mics for the best sound experience. Otherwise, feedback could interfere with the information we'll be sharing with you today. So without further ado, here's Miss Yvette Chuka with Academic Success, Math, Biology, and Engineering.
Hello, everyone. My name's Yvette Chuka, and I teach math at the Valle Verde campus. And I'm going to go ahead and let Mr. Hutchkin and Ms. Ibarra go ahead and introduce themselves.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mr. Hotchkin. I teach biology at the Valle Verde campus. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about biology tutoring. And then I'm also going to talk about two biology programs that we're excited about, programs that you as students could take advantage of to advance your careers. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. And what I was thinking about doing is showing the tutoring schedule. Would that be okay with you, Yvette?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. So in biology, we have 10 tutors who are working with us, and I'm going to show you the list of them, the kinds of classes that they can tutor, and then also whether or not they are fluent in Spanish or not, because we're able to help with some Spanish tutoring. So so here is my my tutoring schedule. Can you guys see that?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so over here on the left, I've got the names of my 10 tutors, and then the kinds of courses that they're capable of tutoring. In biology, we require that each tutor have taken the course before they're able to tutor it. Third column down is whether or not they can interpret, and then I have the various hours that they are, and then each of them has a Blackboard collaborate room that students can click on to visit them. And our primary customers are students who are taking general biology, but we do get micro students and anatomy students and that sort of thing. Okay, so biology, I want to talk a little bit about the biology major. So the biology major, many of the people who take biology classes are planning to go on and become nurses or dental assistants or what we call allied health. But about 15% of our students are out to actually become a biology major, and they're interested in the academic study of diseases or cures for diseases like drugs or treatments, or they're interested in ecology and evolutionary biology. And the two programs that I'm going to promote today they have to do with those two subjects. So the first one I'm going to promote is called the Bridges program. And the Bridges to the Baccalaureate program is if you're interested in biomedical research. So biomedical means you're interested in things like heart disease or cancer or diabetes or say coronavirus even. What biomedical researchers do is they study the diseases and then they study potential treatments for those diseases like drugs, vaccines, things like that. And the Bridges program is run by a professor named Rosalia Ortega, and you can see my screen. You can see this is her email at the bottom there, rorte101@epcc.edu. I encourage you, if you're interested in this program, to contact her. One thing that happens when students transfer to UTEP is a lot of times they don't really have their feet on the ground in terms of the research or the career that they want to be involved in. So the Bridges program is meant to help students do that. It's a year-round program, so if you were to apply and be accepted, you would be paid a stipend every month. You would have a tuition scholarship, and then you would meet weekly and do lab work at UTEP, and you'd also be working with Miss Ortega on the various sort of career development things that you're enrolled in as you do that. For instance, she has you develop a resume. She has you learn how to do job interviews. She teaches you how to read a scientific paper. She shows you how to create a scientific paper of your own. And the idea behind this program is once you've been involved in it for a year, not only have you been taking classes and earned some money and gotten a tuition break, but by the time you get to UTEP, you are ready to join a lab that could potentially end up taking you into a master's program or a PhD program to be a professional biologist. So this is a way, if you're interested in being a professional biologist and studying biomedical issues, this is what you would do for your program. So again, I encourage you to contact Rosalia Ortega to learn more about this program. And then if you're interested in things like environmental science or ecology or evolutionary biology or animal behavior or how plants grow and work, then I have a similar program to the Bridges one, but it's called STEM Grow. And this is for people who are interested in going into those careers, environmental science, ecology, evolutionary biology, and they want to get their feet on the ground and they want to hit the ground running when they go to UTEP, already in a lab, already earning money, studying something in biology. So, I have my contact information at the very bottom of the screen here, photchke@epcc.edu. And my program is not a year-round program. My program is only for the summer. It's for June and July of 2021. You get paid $10 an hour for 40 hours a week for those 2 months. And you would join a lab to do research in biology. And this picture I have at the top of the flyer, these are students who are working with Dr. Vanessa Lougheed at UTEP, and they study wetlands. Believe it or not, this site is in El Paso. This is called the Rio Bosque Wetland. It's near Socorro, sort of off of Pan American Drive. And it grows cattails and duckweed, all kinds of interesting plants. And what they're doing is they're studying the health of the water. So that net that they have there, they're dipping it into the water, they're catching invertebrates. And it turns out that some invertebrates, and when I say invertebrate, I mean like a dragonfly larva or a mosquito larva or stonefly larva, some of those invertebrates will only live in very healthy environments. So if they're able to catch those healthy invertebrates, they know, oh, okay, this ecosystem is pretty healthy right now because this particular sensitive animal is able to live in it. And you would learn a lot of the same skills that Rosalia Ortega teaches you for Bridges. I would teach you how to do a resume, how to do a job interview, how to write a research paper, how to read a research paper, how to do statistics, all the things that you would learn to do as a professional biologist. We get you a good start on. So again, those are the 3 programs I'm affiliated with at Biology at VV. Tutoring and the STEM program and the Bridges to the Baccalaureate program. And what I thought I would do with the rest of my time is, if anybody has any questions about this, then I'd be happy to answer them. Does anybody have any questions? Not now, okay. Well, thank you, Cynthia. And what I will do is I'll turn it over to our next presenter. Let me see if I can
I'll
stop
present.
sharing. Okay, So I'll turn it over to Yvette, and I'll stop sharing here.
Thank you, Paul. That was awesome.
Okay, thank you.
So for math, I just wanted to, let me just upload the, display the PowerPoint for you. Yep. So I just wanted to share a little bit about our tutoring that we offer in our math discipline department. And so if you're taking a math class right now, you probably got an invitation from your instructor. And I sent this out to all the instructors with the link for you to click on and get into the tutoring room. So you would click on this link. If your instructor did not provide this link for you, after the session, you'll have my contact information. Just feel free to send me an email and I will send you the link. So basically, we're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. And on Saturdays, we're open from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. These are just the names of our tutors and staff that we have in the room. And as you can see, a lot of our tutors are actually UTEP students, but they also started at EPCC. So they've been tutoring with us for a couple of years now. But once they transition to UTEP, they stay on as tutors. And some of these tutors eventually, in the past, I've already had maybe 3 of them become faculty members. And so Ms. Cuevas here, Sandra Cuevas, she started as a tutor and now she's a tenure track instructor. And so these are just some of the opportunities. Most of our tutors are engineering majors. And then we have mathematics and biology. The people below, we have some lab assistants that are tutoring. And then we also have some moderators in the room to welcome the students when you show up. Mr. Harmon and Ms. Claudia de Hierro, they're both lab supervisors who are do most of the monitoring of the rooms. And then my name's Yvette. And on Friday nights, we're beginning to have some instructors volunteer their time. And so these instructors have volunteered to put in some hours in the tutoring room. So if you log in on Friday night, starting at 6 p.m., you might run into some of these instructors. And so we're really excited that they have volunteered to help tutor on Fridays. What we ask for students when they get into our room is to provide the tutor, the student, your name and the ID, the course CRN and the course name, then also your instructor's name. And the reason we do that is we know that some students are getting, as part of their grade to attend tutoring. And so if you don't provide this information, then we cannot communicate the hours with your instructor. On our side, what we do is we provide a report to your instructor at the end of every month with the number of hours that you were in the tutoring room. Now, sometimes students feel that they have to log in and ask a question, but if you don't have a question at the moment, you're still trying to fulfill your mandatory tutoring hours, you're welcome to go into the tutoring room and just let the moderator or tutor know that you're sitting in, and if you have a question, you will ask them, because they understand that you are required to do so many hours. The good thing is that once you're in there, if you do have questions, then you're already in the room. Okay, so when you're in the room, you might be asked by a tutor to share your screen. The reason they ask that is to help you with the actual problem that you're working with, or to find a similar problem. You don't have to share the screen, but that would be one way for the tutor to see exactly what problem you're working with. They do provide a whiteboard, and so you can also write in the question. To share your screen, you would click on the arrow here. And after you click on the arrow, then you would say share application screen. And this will allow the tutor to see your problem on WebAssign or MyMathLab, or you can share a file. So for example, if you took a picture of your work, then you can upload it and the tutor can actually see and identify where you made that mistake so that they can help you address that error. Let me go to the next slide. If you are taking a class, Math 13, 14, 24, 12, or NCBM 0314, this will look familiar. And so one of the things that you can do to help the tutor help you is you can give them this number on the question, LARPCALC 3.1007, and this will help the tutor to identify a similar problem that they can work and help you with this question that you might have. You can also provide the section and the homework number that you're working with, and this will just help the tutor to better understand or see the question that you're working with. If you're in my math lab, then it's a similar process. You can give them this number here, ARF 240. And what these numbers mean is basically the chapter and the problem that you're working with. Coming soon, we will be providing some content workshops. And what I mean by that is we'll have some faculty and some tutors do a 1-hour workshop that will be on different topics. So for example, we might have a workshop on factoring. And so we'll put up that schedule and send it to your instructors. And you can just come in and ask questions and hear a small presentation on the topic. The other thing that we're putting together is video examples. And so some of the tutors are recording problems that students have asked more about and making quick videos. And so we're trying to put a library together of videos that students will be able to click on and view. And before I go to the next slide, I wanted to share with you just what the room looks like. That way you're familiar with the actual room and how it's set up. And so let me just go to share my screen. So once you log in, this is what the screen looks like. And so you won't see this right now in your side, but what we've done is we've created different rooms. And so when you log in, the moderator, which they kind of asked me, but you can hear the sound, they're going to ask you, welcome, please let us know what class you need help with. And once you say, for example, I need help with NCBM 0302, then one of the tutors will go with you to a room. And so it will be private. So for example, in this room right now, let me see, where is it? In this room here, we have 2 people in there. And so they're working together, the tutor and the student. And so the good thing is that we have the tutors available, and it can be a private session, or if you have a friend from that class and you want to go in together, then you can do that as well. And as I mentioned, the tutor will share a screen, and they can either give, also, it depends on the tutor. Some will put a whiteboard and they will write on the whiteboard and then have you write on it as well. Or some might share the screen like I'm doing now and use a different application. So let me stop sharing here and go back to the last slide on the PowerPoint. And so the last slide is just giving you my information. This is my EPCC email and my phone number. And so if you need the link again, or if you have any questions or you run into any problems during the semester with the tutoring, you can always email me and I'll be happy to address your questions. If you have any questions, please let me know. Is there any questions? Ms. Janice?
Yes, we have quite a few students that come into our area asking about reports from the map where you get assistance from you. Who would we contact, or how would we send information to the student to get in contact to you guys? Would be just with you, Yvette?
You kind of broke up at the beginning. I didn't quite hear the first part of your question.
Students, when they come into our area and they're looking for their hours for reports.
Okay.
How How do we send them to your area when they're looking them for your area?
Yes, you can give them my email, or you can give them Mr. Harmon's email, and let me put that on the chat. And one of us will get that information. And as I mentioned, we do provide the hours. Let me just copy this email address. We do provide the hours once a month. However, if somebody needs their hours sooner, maybe like every 2 weeks or something, then they can just request that. So right now we have a teacher who actually requests the tutoring hours every. I'm trying to copy this. It's W Harmon 1. So let me type it in the chat. W Harmon 1 at epcc.edu. So we have one teacher who requests, for example, to have her report every 2 weeks. And so we can provide that. The instructor just needs to let us know how often they want the report. If it's a student looking for hours, then they can email me or Steve. However, we will only provide that report to their instructor. So they need to make sure and provide that report or that instructor's name. I don't know if that made sense, Janice. Lucia says, what if a student needs help on Sundays? So if a student needs help on Sundays, the tutoring services provided by Student Support Services is available. And I'll let them, I think they're open from like 6 a.m., but I'll let them say the exact hours. And actually, that's a good point because sometimes when our room is like very, very full, and if we have students, like way too many students, we actually will say, would you like to wait? Or we also provide the link to the other tutoring room in case they are looking for a fast for someone to help them like right away. And so we also send people to that tutoring room as well. That way, they know that there's more tutors available than just our room. The only thing is, and I'll let you all talk about how you report. If the instructor needs to send a request, that's what they would have to do, and then they also provide the tutoring hours there. So, Della, Ms. Truman, what time are you open on Sundays?
Hi, that on Sundays we're open from 8 a.m. to 12 a.m.
And during the week, I think you're open till like 2 a.m., right?
2 a.m. Yes.
Yeah. So, for example, our room will close at 9 p.m. So, if you need help between 9 and 2 a.m., the other tutoring room will be open.
Then I did have a question going back to the student tracking. There's one particular student who is asking for verification of about 7.5 hours from the beginning of the semester to the end of September. Would you be able to backtrack if he received tutoring from your area?
Yes, we definitely can backtrack. So if you want, you can send the name of the student and we'll look for that.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Yvette.
Mm-hmm. Other questions? And we also, there's a link that once you go to tutoring, for example, we encourage you to fill out a link that, just to give us feedback on how we were able to help you. And so, it's anonymous, so we won't be able to tell who put in that information. And so we always trying to improve. And that's the only way that we can improve is by getting feedback from the students. Okay, any questions? Okay. If you do have more questions towards the end of the session, we might still have a little bit of time left. And so I'm going to go ahead and let Ms. Jesucita Ibarra from the engineering department introduce herself, and she's going to present on engineering tutoring or other programs as well.
Hi, how are you, everyone? First of all, let me try and share my screen, and then we can start in a minute. So let me see. Okay, something is happening with my computer. Okay, I believe it's ready. Okay. Can you see the presentation?
We can see that you're sharing your screen. So just go to your PowerPoint. Now we can see everything you're doing.
You can see it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, first of all, how are you, everyone? It's nice to have you here. My name is Jesucita Ibarra. I'm the engineering coordinator for my discipline at Valle Verde campus. And I'm glad to be with you today to talk about a little bit our discipline and the tutoring services that we provide. If you had a question, let me know. I don't know why I cannot see. I know how to work with Teams, and I'm not very good with Blackboard, but
Yeah, I will let you know if somebody has a question.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so as I said, I'm representing the engineering department, and in our program, we offer 5 different programs. We have a civil engineering program, electrical and computer engineering, industrial and systems engineering, materials, and mechanical engineering. So basically, if you're interested in pursuing a degree in one of those areas, you can take the first 2 years of the career at EPCC, and then you can transfer to the university to complete the rest of the career, so you can obtain your bachelor's degree. Okay, so this is what we do. In this presentation, I have more information. I'm going to share it with you, but I won't go over every single detail. But basically, I have for the program with civil engineering, it says that it's transferable, and it has listed the classes that we offer for that degree plan in specific. Okay, so that's the same thing that I have right here for mechanical engineering. So we offer statics, dynamics, engineering, graphics and design, thermodynamics, and electrical circuits for this degree plan. So we have
Jesucita,
yes.
are you sharing a PowerPoint, or because we see like a website with notable Hispanics?
I'm sharing my presentation supposedly.
Okay, you might want to, because all we see right now is a website.
Oh,
So maybe you need to stop sharing and then click on the one that says your entire screen.
okay, let me see. So, what is it? Okay, so what is so share screen, and then which one, Yvette?
Once you see the entire screen, you'll see like a picture. Click on the picture. And then click on share.
What picture? It's not in share application screen. It's not that one.
It should say your entire screen.
You don't try it. That one.
And then click on the picture that comes up.
Then share.
And then share.
Now you can see it.
And then I'll go to your PowerPoint. Now we can see it.
Now you can see it.
Yes.
And I'm sorry for that.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay.
So, as I said, at the college you can take the first 2 years, and then you can transfer to the university. Okay, so it's transferable. Let me see. What is it? Okay. In our department, well, you can see the faculty members that we have. It's a small department, so right now we have Professor Mariano Olmos, Dr. Aref Maslun, and myself, Jesucita. And we have 3 other part-timers. I don't have them here. Okay. Now, in terms of we also have, we are participating with the STEM Grow, which is a grant that we share with the University of Texas at PCC. As Dr. Paul was explaining what he does about biology. So we also have a contribution in engineering, which provides students multidiscipline project learning with biology students, manuals, and tutorial support. Right here you can see a picture of Carla Gutierrez. She's working with us, and she's working right here in a place learning project with Glenda Hill, which is a biology professor, and they were working in building the circulatory system of a heart. Okay, so that's an example of the contribution and what we have. Also, we are participating with UTEP with this grant HAGEP, which is about the Hispanic Alliance for the Graduate Education and the Professionals. So basically, we participate with them so their doctoral students can contribute and participate in our classes and get experience, because when a student is pursuing a doctoral degree, they need to get teaching experience. So that's a part of the contribution. About our tutoring services, right now, what is it? Right here. Okay, so we are offering tutoring services through Microsoft Teams. And as you can see in the slide that I have right here, we offer tutoring services in these classes. We have engineering graphics and design, engineering mechanics and statics, dynamics, mechanics of materials, electrical circuits, one introduction to electrical engineering, engineering economy, and thermodynamics one. So the only thing that a student must do is to click in the link that I have right here, and a tutor will assist the student. Okay, the schedule is right here from Monday and Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So basically, we're offering tutoring services from Monday to Fridays. Okay, and what else? Well, you can see right here our tutors. We only have 4 right now. So we have Luis Melendez. He's an electrical engineering student at the University of Texas at El Paso. Andrea Romo, she recently graduated as a mechanical engineer. We also have Pedro Rodriguez. He's pursuing a civil engineering degree. And Diana Pablos, and she's pursuing an industrial engineering degree. The only thing to do, you just need to click on it and ask them questions. Okay, right now we are not offering tutoring services on the weekends because I don't have a lot of personnel. And since they are students, I still need to consider their schedule too. So that's the main reason why. Okay. Let me see. Then I want to share with you some of the events that I'm in which we're in this semester. For instance, right now, well, today, this day actually, from 3 to 4 p.m., we're going to have a presentation. We're inviting different guest speakers, engineering guest speakers, so you can get a better understanding about this STEM field study. Because you may have, probably you still don't know or are unsure about what you want to study. And I believe this is useful for you guys, so you can get experience and you can listen to these presentations so they can explain you about what they do or what you can do with this engineering degree. Okay, so today we're going to receive to Joan Moyer, and she's a professor at EPC at UTEP, University of Texas at El Paso, and she works with the civil engineering department. Okay, so she's going to be from 3 to 4 p.m. You're more than welcome to attend, so you can listen about her department at the university. Okay. Also, on November the 12th, we are going to receive to Gustavo Martinez. He's working in NASA right now, and his role is as a propulsion systems engineer. And he's going to explain a little bit about what he does and the opportunities that you may obtain in with NASA. Okay, so during the semester we'll be receiving more guest speakers, and I'll invite you. Okay, I'll let you know about it. Well, I have, what is it? My information is right there. Oops, right there. My name and my email address, my phone number, but it is 831-2735. So just in case you have questions about our department or tutoring services, you can contact me anytime. Okay. So I don't know if you have any question.
Any questions for Ms. Jesusita?
Thank you, Cindy. Oh, and before leaving, I used to be a tutor at the college too. I remember that Yvette mentioned that, and I know how it is. And if you need help, please go to tutoring, do your best. I used to start I started at EPCC, you know. I was a student like you, but you can do it. I know it's a hard time, but you just need to look for help. You need to ask someone who may help you, right? So you have questions, you feel unsure about it, about something, just don't hesitate to contact someone that can help you, okay? You had a question, right? What is it? I cannot see the chat.
Cynthia just wrote that you used to tutor in her program.
Oh yeah, I worked there
And
like
then
for 6 years. It was amazing.
Ms. Lucia Rodriguez's question was, does engineering tutoring provide faculty tutor reports? Like, do they report to faculty?
Yes, they do. Mr. Mariano Olmos and I are supervising what they are doing.
Okay. And you let the instructors know if they want to get a report?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions for Ms. Jesusita Ibarra?
Thank you, Lucia. Have a nice day.
I just wanted to say that we're all here to help you in anything that you need help with. Our main goal is to help you be successful in your classes, and never feel like if you go to tutoring, it's something bad, because it's not. Tutoring is not just for people that don't understand. Tutoring is just there to sharpen our skills, and so please don't hesitate to visit us. There's never any, I always hear students say, sorry for asking this dumb question, but there's no dumb questions. All questions, they're valid. So don't ever feel that they're dumb questions or anything like that. And hopefully when you visit our rooms, you'll have a good experience, and you can always come back. And also let your friends know. You guys can go in there, work together on the problems that you might have. So I just want to thank you. If you have any questions, please let us know.
Thank you to Ms. Vechuca and Mr. Hodgkins and Mrs. Josita for your wonderful presentation today. If there is no further questions, I would like to invite you to participate in Tejano Passports. How it works is you come to Tejano virtual events each week. We'll give you a code at the end of the session, which I'll post in the chat for everyone right now. And you can use that code towards your own free medallion. If you're already participating, the code's in the chat. If not, it's not too late to join. This code will still be good later when you sign up. I believe it's good until midnight today. Yes, staff and faculty can get the medallion as well. Good catch, Lucia. We're very excited about it. With that being said, I would like to share my screen real quick and show everyone something real fast. All right. Am I sharing yet? I don't know if my internet's messing up. There it is. Okay. So if you can go to the Tejano the Tejano Passport events page, notice that there's some extra events there this week. And so if you click on them, like today, there was an event at 12 p.m. and they have their own Blackboard for it. And then if you click on today's event, you have a different link, okay? So just be aware, as you're collecting stuff for your Tejano Passport, that there are different events going on all the time, and that the link's not always going to be the same. I'll post that Tejano Passport inside right there. The link says runtime error. One for the app, I think you need to be signed into the app to redeem it. I'm not 100% sure. All right. And then also another thing that's happening is a lot of students, very eager students, want to know how they can reach these recordings. And so I would like to show you the institution page. On that page, here's the link just in case, but you go to it as soon as you sign into Blackboard. About the middle of the page, there is our Tejano virtual events session recordings, and we don't have all of them on there yet, but we're updating it regularly, and you can click on these links and watch any of the recordings there. So I'm going to go back over here and invite you guys to join us on Friday, where we're going to have a service learning presentation. And then next Wednesday, we'll be having a prep to rank nursing and health program. Again, we'd like to thank Ms. Yvette Chuka, Ms. Josita, and Mr. Paul Hodgkin for their presentations today, for showing us their wonderful tutoring program. We'd like to thank the audience for coming and being a wonderful audience today. And we truly hope that you'll come see us soon. Is there any questions at this time?
I just wanted to address the somebody put that they try to go to the 1324 class. Use the link that I provided. We did make a small change in our links, and so you might be. Hold on. Can you hear me? Okay, sorry, I was in another room. I just wanted to address the person that wrote down that they try to go to the tutoring room, but it's always empty for the 1324. I just wanted to say if you can use the link that I just provided.
Yes, I got it. Thank you, and it works.
Thank you. Jade, you can try just the first part of your email.
Does anyone else have any more questions? Thank you for coming, everyone. At this time, I'm going to turn off the recording, but we will be here for another 4 minutes just in case there's any more questions.